The novel The Little Prince, composed of 27 chapters, with different subtitle for each chapter. The first chapter serves as the introduction of the novel, where the narrator recalls his childhood memories. He draws different things, but the people around him couldn't understand it and gave comments that discouraged him from pursuing his dream. The transition of lines from one chapter to another continues, but sometimes flashback memories of the main character are included in the novel. The story ends with narrator's afterthoughts and let the reader wonder about the little prince. The plot of The Little Prince is mainly unified through characters and themes. The plot begins when the narrator meets the little prince, and that is in chapter 2, where the narrator's plane crashes in the desert, and the little prince approaches him to draw him a picture of a ship. The types of plot used in the story are voyage and return, where the protagonists go on a journey to different places, facing danger and adventures along the way, and return home with experience and understanding. Although each chapter is interrelated, it can be seen that it entirely consists of past, present, and future events. The story is told in the first person point of view of the narrator. The major characters in the novel are the pilot, which is the narrator of the Little Prince novel. A pilot is a man which plane crashes in the desert and become the friend of the Little Prince. The Little Prince is a young boy with another plane who becomes friend of Rose, Fox, and the pilot. The minor characters are the Baobabs, which are the threats to the planet of the Little Prince, the Rose, which is the only flower from the Little Prince planet. She loves the Little Prince but cannot express it. And then the king that claims to rule the entire universe. Little Prince met him on the first planet that he visit. He commands people to do only what they already would do. Then the vain man lived on the second planet visited by the little prince. He wanted to be admired by those who pass by, but to assure and be the richest and best looking man, he has to be alone. Then we also have the drunkard, which is the third person the little prince meets after leaving his planet. He is sad and drinks to forget that he is drinking. Then the next is the businessman, which is the fourth person that the little prince met after leaving his planet, and no time to greet visitors because he is busy. And he said that he owns All Star but cannot remember the names of it. And then also minor characters, the lamplighter is the fifth person met by the little prince. He is dedicated to his job and always follow orders. Then the geographer is the last person met by the little prince before he lands onto the earth. He knows a lot of places but never been there because he believes that going there is not his job, but instead explorers will do that. From the geographer, the little prince learned that his rose will not last forever because it's ephemeral. And then the snake is the first character met by the little prince on earth. And in the last chapter of the novel, the snake bites him. This snake always speaks in riddles. Then next is the fox, asks the little prince to tame him, and in the end they become friends. Fox also told him a secret that it is only with the heart that one can see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye. The next is the railway switchman, works in the train hub, the train that runs back and forth and carries dissatisfied adults from one place to another. He agrees with the little prince that only children appreciate the beauty of the train rides and enjoy it. And then the next is the sales clerk. Sells pills that quench thirst because people can save up to 53 minutes a day if they don't have to stop drinking. Then the Turkish astronomer, the man who discovered the Prince home, the asteroid B612, when he presented his discovery using Turkish costume, no one believes in him, but when he presented it again using Western clothes, his presentation had been accepted. The language of the literary work, originally written in French and English language, and translated into hundreds of languages. The writing style in this novel is a combination of simple, poetic, and unique. Simple words that could easily understand is included, but there are also figurative languages used. And the style is unique because all of the characters can talk to each other despite of their differences. Some are people, some are animals, and some are flowers, but they can communicate to each other. The literary devices used in the novel is imagery, paradox, metonymy, personification, simile, and metaphor. The imagery used in the story a lot of times. It described the planet of the Little Prince, the desert, and some planets and places visited by the Little Prince. The use of imagery makes the reader appreciate more the story. The paradox is also used in the story because people are supposed to become smarter and wiser as they grow older, but they grow further away from such qualities because everything has to be explained to them, and paradox is used to describe the character of an adult. Then it also used metonymy is also used in the novel when the pilot said he was awakened by an odd little voice. Metonymy is used to excite the readers. And then also the personification is used when the little prince described the rose as he said that she dressed slowly, she adjusted her petals one by one, and it makes the statement of the little prince more lively and envisioned by the readers. And then it also used a simile. It also used when the pilot said that baobabs are not bushes but trees as tall as churches. By using simile, it shows the reader how large the baobabs is. And then the pilots also said that movement of the lamps lighters was ordered like those of the ballet. By using simile in this line, it described how beautiful the movements and how accurate the movement of the lamp lighters. And then the novel has also metaphor, which the narrator said that he realized that the little prince was even more fragile than he had thought. Lamps must be protected, a gust of winds can blow them out. Metaphor is used to make its reader think critically and discover the hidden meaning of those lines.